They once told me that there is only one certain thing in life. My name is Liam, and from my actual state, I realized that pleasure shouldn't guide anyone's lives. Let me take a moment to tell you my story, because this is a mistake no one should ever repeat. My story begins when I was 20 years old, mid-spring afternoon. I remember I was still at uni, typical Wednesday afternoon at my favorite bar at the time. Yes, I went to bars on Wednesdays. I guess I was never what people called a party freak. I never enjoyed the thrill of discotheques. I was just a bar guy, enjoying the drinking life. As they kicked me out of the bar because on Wednesdays they closed earlier than usual, I realized, as I did every time I drank, that I couldn't drive. I closed my car and directed myself to what I thought was the road to my house. I remember perfectly how I felt. I remember looking at the buildings and everything that surrounded me. I remember feeling lost. I didn't fit in, so I decided to direct my view to the floor. I captured every detail of what I saw, every ant, every crack in the floor, every plant, until I saw it. Everything around me stopped. It did not fit in. It was just there. I felt the need to pick it up. What is a camera doing on the floor? I asked myself. Who left it here? Why has anybody picked it up? That day, the walk home seemed shorter. Nothing really mattered. I was just too focused on my new camera. Well, it wasn't a common camera. It seemed a brand new camera. I've always been a curious guy, ever since I was young. I guess curiosity killed the cat. And in some way, I was a cat. Curiosity led me to the bad stuff. Always. It led me to alcohol. It led me to picking up the camera. It led me to use it. I do not remember why I chose a plant. I do not remember. But the plant worked as a trigger. It was the plant who led me to start investigating. Why was there not a plant in the developed picture? I decided the only way to understand was to take more pictures. The best idea I came out with was to take pictures while I was driving, and then see the developed photo. For some reason, my first impression was to snap an indigent. The guy wouldn't even realize I was taking him a picture, and in some sort of way, I felt identified with him. He was so into his own world that he didn't even recognize what was going on around him. I felt that his life was a reflection of mine in this moment. I was so intrigued to see the outcome of the recent picture, so I parked my car and waited for it. The photographic paper slowly revealed what the camera had captured, and, to my surprise, again, no one appeared in the photo. I started to think it was a problem with the camera. I was frustrated. I did not know what to do. My whole mind was focused on the camera. I had wasted a whole day trying to figure it out. I felt I had wasted my time. What I didn't realize in that very moment was that the camera was a metaphor, but I'll get to that later. All my frustration did not overcome my vast curiosity, and as soon as I entered my room, my mind took over my body, and my hands and feet guided me towards the bathroom mirror. With the camera in my hands and without thinking twice, I took a picture of myself. I was so afraid of the outcome. I was not able to look at it, but again, curiosity won over me. As I gave the picture a first glance, I obliged myself to blink twice. There it was. I would be lying if I said I didn't see it coming. In the picture, the camera seemed to be levitating. There was no reflection of myself. At the moment, I realized what that meant. I had no future. I ruined my life. To me, there was no light after the tunnel. And thus, I threw myself in my bed, and I started to ponder about my life. Why did I always let my impulses get over me? All my problems began since I couldn't control my own self. So, I started drinking. But things went sideways and social problems started to appear. When memories flood back, you suddenly remember very clearly a lot of things about events or experiences in your past. You know that sometimes in life problems appear and it seems that all is lost, but then another path is found and there is salvation. That path is what such people call revealed their lives, their own revelation of what their life was and now needs to be. And so, did I find my reveal? Sure, but mine, I found it too late. Perhaps, maybe in the end, the shallow allure of the world around me made me lose my focus. I believe I was too naive to realize what the camera truly meant. We're circumscribed to the limits of time, and while under those limits, we should always look forward to making every instant count. I am talking to you from what people call the afterlife, and what I used to call the end. As a young man, I had a very superficial life, drinking, ditching school, evading my friends and family who only wanted the best for me. That little camera showed to me the true things in life. It symbolized the wrong priorities I established in my life. I gave so much importance to things that at the end meant nothing in my life. Nobody should end like me. My story hopefully would get into every person's heart and soul. I had my reveal too late, but for you, time hasn't ended. There still is a chance to find it. Don't give up. Do not let your goal recede perpetually before your eyes. For in the end, your reveal might just be next to you.